It's like little kids at high school that used to get beat up and shit. And now you got a voice since the internet has been invented. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we ain't got to do this. Like, I'll be in LA soon. I'll be in Atlanta soon. Nigga, we can meet up and I'll kick the pies out your mom. We ain't got to do this shit.
Never happened, Sean. You definitely won't come to LA. For the show, you won't be coming to goddamn LA.
The courtroom doors swing wide and out steps Hernandez Govan. Yeah, that Hernandez, the man everyone's been whispering about, the alleged mastermind behind Young Dolph's murder. Against all odds, against all the evidence they tried to stack against him, he walked out clean like nothing ever happened. Now you'd think after dodging a lifetime behind bars, he'd lay low, right? Keep his head down, thank his blessings, maybe even vanish into the background. But Hernandez, not a chance. His first thought wasn't freedom, wasn't family, wasn't peace, it was payback. And the wild part, his anger isn't aimed at street rivals, it's aimed at the bloggers, the very voices he swears helped put the heat on him in the first place. Here's the twist though, nobody really knows how he slipped through the cracks. Memphis police been looking sloppy this whole ride. Evidence lost, leads ignored, a whole investigation crumbling in their hands. People say Hernandez wasn't just CMG's errand boy. Nah, he had his own grudges, beef tied up with J Money and D Money, history of bad blood that went way back, but the prosecutors couldn't piece it all together. And just like that, instead of prison walls, Hernandez is back on the streets and plotting against the very people who blasted his name into the spotlight. Think back to when that getaway car was found, parked outside a certain house. Police didn't connect it. The bloggers did. King AK-47, Ceddy Nash, and others were the first yelling, "Wait, ain't that the same house where Straight Drop and JoJo Splat filmed their music videos?" And they were spot on. Straight Drop, stone-faced and cold, turned out to be one of the shooters, one of the men who pulled the trigger on Dolph. So really, the cops leaned heavy on a trail the bloggers had already lit up in public. That's what eats at Hernandez. That's why he's heated. He even hopped on Instagram Live with Ceddy Nash not long ago, trying to press him, trying to act like some mob boss. But instead of striking fear, the whole thing looked more like a parody. Dollar store Godfather vibes instead of a real criminal mastermind.
Yeah. What's the word?
Shit, tell me.
Congratulations, fool.
Picture this for a second. For years, bloggers been out here spinning the same story, seeing you throwing out names, pointing fingers, saying who was guilty, who was tied to Young Dolph's murder, building a whole case in the court of public opinion before the real courtroom even had its say. And then, boom, one of the very guys they swore was finished ends up beating the case and walking out free. No chains, no bars, just back on the streets. And instead of the smoke you'd expect, what happens? He hops on live with the same bloggers who've been dragging his name for years. And what do they hit him with? Congratulations. Like all those narratives don't even matter anymore.
Shoot, what's going on, man? You straight? I mean, it's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? We would have thought you would have been on the town or something like that, bro. Like, you good?
Yeah, I'm always good.
Okay, you kind of, I don't know, man. You straight? You kind of looking at me like kind of funny, bro. Like, at that,
Man, you know, I just don't respect. You know what I'm saying, man? You know how, you was putting the narrative back, like I had something, like I was really in on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you tried to flip it. When you get the emotions and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's how it went down. Right now, Hernandez got the upper hand, at least for a moment. On live, he made Ceddy Nash look a little shaky. Ceddy came in talking extra friendly like, "Man, I hope you good." Almost like the last 4 years of content never happened. Like he forgot all those times his words were part of what pushed Hernandez closer to an indictment. But then Hernandez fired back with, "Yeah, I hope all is well with you too." And that's when the vibe got strange. To the crowd watching, it looked like Ceddy was backpedaling. almost soft shoeing around the history. People who didn't even know the full backstory were probably like, wait, ain't this the same dude who's been accusing him for years? Now he's sending him good vibes? It made Ceddy look a little off balance. Now give credit where it's due. Ceddy did snap back into form. When Hernandez tried to clown him about being banned from Memphis, Ceddy stood tall. And yeah, there was talk about that ban once upon a time, but let's be real, he's been back to Memphis plenty of times since, so that angle fell flat. In the end, he got his footing back. But for a second, it looked like Hernandez had him moving to his tune.
Did really like bar you from Memphis from doing some goofy ass shit like that? Like,
First off, watch who the fuck you talking to, nigga. Any nigga ban me from Memphis, I do my step through that motherfucker. What you talking about, bro? Like, you can do that old man stale face shit you got going on, nigga. But this Ceddy Nash, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck you got going on, bro. But I'm one of them niggas you don't come on the internet talking to me like that, nigga. For surely, I'm not that nigga.
one thing we ain't finna do is argue on Instagram. You know, I look at you as like little kids at high school that used to get beat up and shit. And now you got a voice since the internet has been invented. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we ain't got to do this. Like, I'll be in LA soon. I'll be in Atlanta soon. Nigga, we can meet up and I'll kick the pies out your mom. We ain't got to do this shit.
First off, that nigga beat me up, nigga. Definitely, that ain't never happened. So you definitely won't come to LA. For the show, you won't be coming to goddamn LA. Nigga, that's one thing you won't do, nigga. My city? You talking like that, bro?
Let's get ran out of your city for bringing Lil Woody to the 60s.
I got ran out of my city?
Then you have to pay some niggas out the 60s.
If I pay anybody, I'm paying ops. That's who I pay, nigga. I pay niggas to get niggas out the way. Watch your mouth, nigga. I slap the fuck out you. That's one thing.
So
First off, nigga, and you come to Atlanta, bro. Let me tell you something. You slick ass little bean head ass niggas, bro. Niggas like you, bro. I slap the shit out of them. I get your old ass wedgie. You probably wearing Depends out this month. You like 70-year-old talking shit. Nigga. What you talking about?
By this point, you could tell Ceddy Nash wasn't even taking it serious anymore. He knew the whole thing was about to go viral. So instead of stressing, he just leaned into it, laughing, cracking jokes, and treating the whole live like a comedy skit. Hernandez wasn't moving him one bit. See, Hernandez wasn't the one holding the bag. He was more like a middleman, the link in the chain, the dude who allegedly connected some shooters to a payout. And let's keep it real, there's always somebody ready to crash out for a check. That's one of the oldest stories in the streets. So Ceddy just coasted through the live, flipping it into pure entertainment. Just like Flakko said, when a dude from LA starts tossing threats online, the only thing you're really at risk of is dying from boredom. No pressure, no real danger, no hair on your chin, even getting touched. And that's straight facts. And that's why Hernandez felt so bold, talking tough, claiming he's sliding to LA and sending threats to bloggers. Deep down, he knows nothing's gonna happen. It's all bark, no bite. Just another scene in a play he's acting out. But according to Flakko, Hernandez messed up when he dragged him into the mix.
Man, I can tell the way you're talking. You ain't even in a fight, probably. You just, only fights you've been in is in your dreams. You just talking. We ain't got to do all this goofy. Let's just line it up, nigga. I'll be in LA in like 4 days. Where you at?
I'll be in LA, nigga, 3 days and wait for you for 5 days, nigga.
All right, so I tell you what, when I touch down in 4 days, nigga, I'm going to drop my load and let you know where I'm at. And I'm going to see if your podcasting ass going to pull up and stand on all this gangster shit that you talking. And I want to know.
I'm not a gangster. I'm rolling, nigga. That's number one.
Put you on, first of all. I think you around here claiming the 60s on some goofy shit. Who put you on?
First off, nigga, come find out. Come to the set. Come find out. Come to the set. Yeah, come to the set and find out.
Hey, I'm free of all charges now. I'm slapped and I'm free.
I'm getting your ass to LA. You bring your ass to LA, nigga. I'm going to find out. And if I'm paying niggas, I'm going to pay niggas. And you ain't going to make it.
Oh, okay. So you talking like you paying niggas on Instagram. You saying all that goofy. That's how I know you're a goofy. You saying shit like that on IG. What you gonna do? You
No, you said I'm paying niggas. I said if I was to pay niggas, it'd be to paint niggas. Ain't none of that shit on my rap. I'm a nigga that get my hands dirty. I ain't gotta pay nobody. I tell my niggas, hey, don't breathe, let that nigga go. I'll pay LA to stay off your ass just so I can catch you. What you talking about?
and I plan to be at No Jumper soon. Ain't that one of your second homes? You can meet me there. Second homes, nigga. You can meet me there, nigga.
Man, if I catch you at No Jumper, you gonna catch the black part of my hand, nigga. You type of nigga I smack with the back of my hand.
Pass out your ass in front of Adam, Remo, what's the name made the goofy ass shit by my daughter? The fat nigga name.
Man.
And to Flakko, that slip was enough to make things personal, and then came Flakko's clap back.
I'm the fat guy, okay? That's me. Now, if you're gonna be in LA and you're gonna be looking for me, I think that we should schedule something. Schedule a meetup. Now, here's the thing, okay? Am I terrified of this dude? I'm not, okay? Is he really dumb enough to make a threat online after beating a murder case and then come and execute that threat in person?
Poetic Flakko came swinging, no hesitation. He laid it out plain. The video he made about Govan's daughter wasn't meant to be disrespectful. In his words, he never insulted her. All he did was raise a question. Was her father's lifestyle and choices part of the reason tragedy found her? That was a fair question, Flakko said. I didn't go too far. I didn't go crazy, and I never disrespected her. But what really lit the fire was the threats. Hernandez was out here talking about sliding to Los Angeles to do something to him, and Flakko wasn't buying it for a second. He laughed it off, saying that wasn't happening. Not in LA, not to him. He crowned himself the king of LA, reminding everyone, I've disrespected the so-called tough guys, and I'm still here, untouched. For Flakko, that was proof enough. If the real heavy hitters with reputations in the city hadn't made a move on him, why would an outsider even think they could? He doubled down, saying the people in Los Angeles either respected him or at least recognized the energy he carried. Yeah, he admitted he's had issues here and there, but nothing ever came from it. I'm always outside, I'm always around, he said. If the people I've gone at haven't touched me, why would anyone else think they could? Flakko didn't flinch when he heard Govan wanted him at that interview. Govan had already said it out loud, and to Flakko, that was all the green light he needed. If he wants me there, I'll be there, Flakko declared, making it clear he was ready to pull up and see if the energy in person matched all that online tough talk. He even threw a slick jab at Govan's size, pointing out he was barely around 5'3", maybe a $140, $150 tops. I want to see this tough talk, Flakko said, clearly doubting if Govan could really stand on the words he'd been tossing around. Still, Flakko didn't close the door on peace. If it played out calm, then it would be peace. Simple as that. But either way, he promised there would be a real face-to-face discussion. He wanted to look Govan in the eye and lay out exactly why he believed he was tied to young Dolph's death, why he thought Govan's choices played a role in it. And if Govan wanted to clap back, Flakko was ready for that too. So what's your take? Is Flakko really stepping into that room, or is this just back and forth for the cameras? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and see you on the next one.